Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this sky right now. The sunset is insane. Oh. Oh my gosh, it's unreal. Desert sunsets are just something else. There's nothing like it. I've seen some gorgeous sunsets around the world, but just desert sunsets are unmatched sometimes. You cannot describe them because the skies are so big and uninhibited from any kind of mountains that you just have this wide expanse of a fiery molten lava explosion of color. It's just, oh, I really did miss them. Hello everyone and welcome back. Sorry you're in the car, which is probably loud and probably a little bouncy, but I'm actually on my way to go to get Botox, not for cosmetic reasons. I don't think I would ever get Botox done for cosmetic reasons. The only reason why I'm even considering this is because it's for my migraines, which I get pretty much every day. It's kind of a long line of the treatments that my new pain doctor is gonna try to help me get, like, semi-pain-free or almost all pain-free. So I'm on my way to get that. I'm a little nervous because I know there is a chance of a wide variety of side effects. I'm hoping that I don't get any. And I'm trying not to have crazy high expectations of it doing anything the first time. I'd rather it do nothing and have no side effects than get side effects. But they do say that it takes up to 3 times, which is like 6 to 9 months for you to feel a difference. So you're kind of in it for the long haul, and I'm kind of to the point where I've exhausted so many different medications that I didn't react to and so many other types of nerve blocks that didn't work. It's one of my last resorts, so I'm staying hopeful, keeping my mind open, seeing how it goes. I think even if it doesn't go according to plan, I'm still going to stick with it and try to keep getting treatments. I most likely won't be allowed to, like, film in the doctor's office, and I'm really bad at filming in front of people and in public, and I don't really want to ask if I can film for my YouTube channel, but I'll let you know how it goes after the fact. We've had the craziest storms the past couple days, and there's so much snow in the mountains. So pretty, oh my god. Okay, so I just got out of getting it done. It went by really fast. I love my new pain specialist. He's so nice. He's really funny, so he kind of just kept me talking through the whole process. I probably got, I don't know, like 40 pricks in my whole face in the back of my head. I'm trying not to move too much because you don't want it to, like, migrate down your face. I have a really high pain tolerance. I just don't like shots. Like, I don't mind needles or getting my blood drawn. I just don't like shots because I don't like the feeling of something being put in my skin. But because they do so many little tiny points all over your head, they're not really putting anything into you. Don't feel anything going into you. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It just feels like acupuncture needles kind of going in all over your face. I don't know if you can see, like, the welts on my forehead right now, but he basically put them all across here, the side of my head, all over my scalp, and he just put a little bit in my neck because sometimes if you do, like, the full amount in your neck can go limp for the whatever 12 weeks until your next appointment until it wears off. I didn't want that to happen, and so I had requested less, but he said that's their protocol anyway, especially the first time. They don't like putting a lot in your neck because they don't want you to have, like, a limp neck. I definitely bled a lot on my face ones. He said those ones bleed the most, so I had to just, like, have a paper towel on my head while he did the rest of mine. I was expecting maybe to feel a little lightheaded. I definitely didn't at all. I think if you have a really high pain tolerance or an average pain tolerance, it's something you can just kind of pretend that everything's fine. I mean, it's uncomfortable, but it goes by so quick that it's not the end of the world. I've had an occipital nerve block before and trigger point injections, and those sucked. I didn't scream at all when I got them. I didn't make a peep because I'm really good at hiding when I'm in extreme excruciating pain, but those were awful. If they work on you, I would definitely suggest it, but if it doesn't work, I had no interest in re-getting that nerve block done. Even the trigger point injections, it's so much fluid because it's steroids as well as kind of like a numbing agent, and they can put it all over here on your traps and your shoulders. That wasn't worth it for me either, so I just had no interest in doing it again after like the third time. I can definitely now, like 15 minutes later, start to feel kind of a not numbing effect, but it feels like very, very, very small doses of maybe like Novocaine if they've put it all over your head. So I'm interested to see what happens. I'm trying to stay really positive that I don't get any side effects. I'm just trying to put that into the universe. I've heard you can get a really bad headache or migraine the week after. That's kind of like the maximum side effects I'm expecting. A lot of people say they didn't start to get relief until the third time, like I was saying earlier, which is probably 6 to 9 months, so it's a long process. But my pain doctor said that a lot of people actually do find relief after the first time. Either they feel nothing or they do get some sort of mitigated relief. So we shall see. I would just suggest you find a really good doctor that you like, that can kind of just keep you, if you're scared of needles or scared of shots, just find somebody that will keep it lighthearted, make jokes, kind of get you through it. I was hoping my pain wasn't going to be that bad because I'm going to go hit a matinee film and go see the new Dracula. I don't really have anyone to go with me because my parents aren't really into that. I haven't caught a movie by myself in so long. I used to go all the time when I was in LA, but I don't know, I like going with someone. But it's the last day that they're showing it, so I'm gonna treat myself and go catch that film. I'm hoping I don't get like a raging migraine during, because I still have to drive an hour back home. But it'll be nice and fun. I gotta kill some time before the film because it's only 9 and the film's at like 11:30. Hello. So I don't know exactly where I left off. I think the last clip I did was I was going down to get Botox for my migraines. It is now 2 days later. Definitely for the first day or two I had more of my occipital pain because I had about 50 needles stuck in my head, but I didn't feel any type of effects as far as like muscle immobilization. But now that we're on the third day, I do have limited mobility on my eyebrows. Like I used to have wrinkles right here, but now they're kind of just up here. And the biggest thing I do notice is if you look back at all my other videos or any of my photos, basically since I was a kid, I have one eyebrow that's higher than the other. So this eyebrow was always like here, meanwhile this one was kind of down here. So I always kind of had an uneven eyebrow placement, so much so that when I just went to my most recent neurology appointment, she asked if that was something I've had like long term, because she's like, if it's not, that's kind of a concern, but if it's enough for my neurologist to notice, then I definitely have always noticed it. I've always hated it, but I was never to the point to where I was considering getting Botox to fix it, but it has fixed it for the most part. My eyebrows are on an even playing field now, so that's a plus. I've tried to stay really positive in thinking and putting good vibes out into the universe that the Botox was going to prevent my migraines. I knew it wasn't going to take away the occipital pain that's always in the back of my head, but that's not why I was getting it. I was getting it to help with the migraines that I get almost daily. I would say on a good week, maybe 2-3 days, on average, almost every day. I do have so many friends that have gotten Botox done to help with their migraines, and I do know that it can fail. It doesn't always work on everyone. For the most part, I've heard positive things, but you don't really know until like a week after you've gotten it. But I think that I can already tell that it's dampened the amount of migraines I've had so far. Usually the specific time of the month is when I have the least amount of migraines, right around when I ovulate, and so I don't know if it's just that or I don't know if it's the Botox. Time will tell, because it does last for 3 months. I'm at least glad I didn't get any like crazy side effects of massively drooping eye or anything like that, or like really bad neck weakness, so no issues there, knock on wood. I really didn't want any side effects, and so far I haven't had any. Now that the pain of having like the 50 shots in my head kind of aggravating my headache, now that that is gone, and I just have like the normal pain, I can so far say that I haven't had a really bad migraine, maybe just a really faint one. But that was 2 days ago before it really even kicked in. So I will keep you updated. I also got approved for what's it called? I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't remember what it's called. It's a like nerve stimulator device. It's not a permanent one, it's a temporary one. It's called a PNS, a peripheral nerve stimulation device. Basically, they use an ultrasound to guide this wire into your nerve depending on where you have it. I've been approved for it both in the back of my head and for my pelvic floor nerve damage that I have. So it's gonna be targeted for my pudendal nerve because I have pain like every time I sit. But they make you do a psych evaluation before you can be approved for it because they basically don't want to. It's a little bit of an invasive procedure because you have a wire sticking out of you and it's attached to this little device that stimulates your nerve constantly, and you wear it for like a couple weeks up to 2 months. But they just want to make sure that if it doesn't cure you or if it doesn't take your pain away, that you don't have any crazy like psychological issues that will make you like spiral, get really depressed. Pain sucks, but you do get to a point to where you learn how to function with it, even though sometimes it can be overwhelming. But I went from being so depressed basically every day when I didn't really know what was going on to maybe 1 or 2 days a month where the pain just gets really overwhelming and I kind of have a breakdown. I have a good cry, I get out the feelings of being overwhelmed, and then it's back to being my annoyingly positive self, essentially about everything. But I'm really positive. For the first time in 3 years, I actually have specialists now that like listen to me, that have a conversation, that actually sit down and want to solve the problem. So I'm really hopeful. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. This has nothing to do with, I know, like the moving vlogs I'm going to be doing, but I just wanted to kind of do one to update you on my health because the procedures are going to affect, for the most part, when I can and can't move. So I think I'm going to end it here because I don't want this to be some crazy long vlog of me yapping about my health because that's not interesting, okay? I didn't really want this entire YouTube channel to be entirely about me suffering daily with chronic pain, because even though like it could help if people also deal with that and don't feel alone, I'm definitely the type of person that tries to spread positivity and I don't want to make my entire identity about my health basically. So thanks for watching. I am on it with forcing myself to post 1 video a week. I'm being consistent because I really want this channel to grow. I love YouTube. I don't like short form content at all. I just feel like I can't be authentic. I can't get the points across that I want to. I don't feel myself. I feel very charactery on anything like Instagram or TikTok, whereas YouTube is just, I get to sit down and talk with friends and it's great. And I really want to put more effort, most of my effort, into YouTube instead of social media because social media makes me feel bleh. I don't know how else to describe it. It just makes me feel kind of empty inside. I really don't like social media except for being able to talk to my friends that I've met on there. But YouTube is definitely where I feel the most comfortable. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned and I will have another video up next week. Hopefully about actually moving and packing. But I love you guys and I will see you soon.